The greenhouse rebuild continues, and today it's concrete day. Previously we started laying the first layer of cinder blocks, and today we're determined to finish it.
All we are missing to finish the base of the foundations for this greenhouse is this last row over here. We have to pour concrete along this trench and place the cinder blocks on top. We have to level them, and then we can finally start building up.
Hello!
We're building stuff around here.
So you see what I
Is it only me, or is there anybody else who thinks that this looks kind of delicious?
I think that's only you, sweetie.
Not the color though, but kind of the consistency.
Looks like a smoothie, but I think that's only you, sweetie.
Okay.
One of our neighbors is definitely building something big, because I have seen 3 concrete trucks passing by so far. Those things are huge, and I'm just looking at myself here with my little wheelbarrow, taking 3 hours to mix a little bit, and these guys have just a huge truck that they can just cover this whole thing with like a quarter of it. Beep 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 beep. Butterfly. We got all the help today. Sadie's here to help us build this wall.
Good job!
Good job. Oh.
You want to give this to Rodrigo? He needs it.
Here you go.
Can I have a level? Oh, thank you. I think at this rhythm we're gonna be doing 1 wheelbarrow of concrete per cinder block.
I just thought 1 wheelbarrow like per day.
I'm not letting the rain intimidate me today. It's raining out here, but I'm just gonna continue putting concrete and putting cinder blocks. If it's gonna rain super strong, then it's gonna wash everything away. But I'm not gonna stop. Hey, what kind of dog is that?
So basically, while Rodrigo is working on the cinder blocks, I am in charge of cutting the grass. And this is how I do it.
That's a very organic way of doing it.
Yeah, and it's more fun, to be honest. It's more quiet, it's just a win-win situation for both of us.
Okay, Mumu's waiting her turn.
I think I won't walk our cow. With a goat I can handle it, but Mumu? No.
Little by little we're getting there. We're about to close this corner, and I have to say that there is so many things about this construction style that I just don't know, and I'm finding out about it along the way, and it's kind of fun. For example, these rebar pieces, the placement for them is not random. They have to be stacked on a way where when I'm gonna place the next row, they kind of grab in between each other. So I have to be kind of looking 2 steps ahead before I do anything. So I'm about to close this section right now, and then we can move on to start stacking the cinder blocks on that side. This is gonna be fun. And I'm sure there is tons of professional builders out there that have seen many mistakes that I have made along the way. I'm sorry, you guys. You don't have to watch all of this. You can just stop watching it. I'm probably gonna be making tons of mistakes over here. But I have never worked with cinder blocks on a foundation before. I usually do it only with rebar and concrete, and I already have it dialed in, like what's the ratio of mixing the concrete with sand and gravel, what's the thickness of it, how it has to be. But when it comes to putting the cinder blocks, it's a whole different thing. So I'm learning all this stuff. It's looking good so far, but I'm sure I have made lots of mistakes around here. But that's what we're in for, learning along the way. 7, 8.
Johnny's got a good plan, trying to make a mess, but something is a big surprise. Crying as he's wondering why. Give him some reasons, wild out and too much fun. Now giving her a dead stare, and tortured as the summer comes. I've been pushing most of my life.
Woohoo!
I know.
It's dark already, but we are done with our foundation for the greenhouse. This took the whole day. We got it all done. It's perfectly lined up, it's perfectly leveled, it's there. I just have to place the rebars before it gets too dark. We did it. We finished the first layer of the foundation. So tomorrow we can go ahead and start already filling these cinder blocks with more concrete and start building up. This was probably the hardest part. Now it comes maybe the slightly more fun part. Oh my god, that's so beautiful.
Now it's starting. Now it's getting there.
Oh, I love it.
Me too.
We have officially unlocked a new tradition here in the house. We wake up at 5:50, 6 a.m. to watch the sunrise. That is so beautiful.
Are we having a little kitchen meeting to prepare our day?
We are getting ready to start the day. And of course, the most important thing is some good coffee. There you can see the logo. Some free advertisement for our friend's coffee business.
How is it? Super good?
Spectacular. I don't
Super
know if that's
delicious.
well pronounced, but it's delicious. Anyways, the plan for us today is put a few hours into our concrete business because we're having quite a good weather outside right now, and we wanna just get as much done of that as possible. And then around midday, we're gonna hop into the second story of our house and do some framework for our walls. Can we build it?
Yes, we can. Safety precautions first.
Hey, don't film me, I'm putting on my bra.
That's not a bra.
We're gonna be doing some heavy lifting today, so I need my protection bra for my nipples,
That's good. Ha ha ha.
you know? Let's go!
First thing in the morning for me, doing a little inspection of our construction site because I haven't seen the newest results. I had to run some errands yesterday, and I have to admit that it's looking very good.
Today you're gonna be doing some heavy work with the
Yeah.
concrete.
Today I'm back in business.
Help! I'm coming down and I have a heavy cat! Yeah. Oh, this is a whole workout.
What are you carrying over there?
This is just my assistant.
So our foreman is back at work and he's gonna supervise the whole thing today.
So, Mr. Foreman, what about we build this greenhouse with 2 stories, we put some furniture outside, we could also do like a little terrace or something like that. We could make a driveway and stuff like that. Would you approve? I think it's approved. We're building a 2-story greenhouse.
Okay.
We're starting by mixing the concrete to fill up the cinder blocks, and this mixture has to be a little bit more watery than the usual, actually a lot more watery than what we use for the first layer, because this one has to go on every single space inside of the cinder blocks.
Because slowly but surely I have to lean in a lot. So this is gonna be my job now. I have to fill up all these holes around the whole structure with our concrete smoothie. And I definitely gonna love this job because I'm there for all the tedious jobs.
I think it is very important to embrace our strengths, but also our weaknesses. And one of Freddy's main strengths is that she is very patient. So when it comes to doing tedious jobs, she's there for it and she doesn't complain about it. But me, on the other hand, I am not too patient. And if I was doing that job, I would just grab that bucket and dump it on top of all the cinder blocks, and I would waste all the material, at least half of the material. So I'm just happy that Freddy's taking on this project, because I would run out of materials on the first 5 minutes. No, that was a big animal. Uh-huh. No, that was not roach. It was like a wild animal. There was a huge animal down here. The dogs chased it away, but now that I came down to check, it has like a little path that goes all around this side of the jungle, and another one down there, and a bunch more over there right behind our house. Maybe it's a wild boar, but I'm not sure if we have wild boars on this side of the country. The dogs chased it away, but I'm sure it's gonna come back, so I'm probably just gonna set a camera somewhere down here. I really need to get trail cams, because that's gonna be the easiest way to capture what this animal is. I just hope it's not a jaguar. I just hope it's not a wildcat that is trying to eat our chickens again.
I'm done with filling all the gaps, and I have to admit that I could go ahead for several more hours. It was actually lots of fun. I'm there for all the tedious little projects, so whenever there's more, I'm gonna be happy. We still have lots of concrete mix left, but it's definitely not gonna go to waste, because we're gonna start with a second row of cinder blocks.
It is time to add the next row of cinder blocks, and for that we first need to make the glue, aka the mortar. And for that we're mixing equal parts of cement and sand. Oh yes, this is perfect. This is what I call cream cheese texture, and this is gonna be the glue for our cinder blocks. First thing in the morning, I'm buying a spatula. It's already 6 o'clock. We said that we were gonna work on this in 2 to 3 hours, and we're gonna get it done. That was our naive ourselves in the morning.
That was not the case.
That's never the case.
Yeah.
This was so much work. I feel like we did a decent progress, because we got the second layer of cinder blocks all the way till here, and I thought I was gonna have to just put the cinder blocks on top, but I realized that as I go placing the mortar, it kind of like creates a new little bumpy thing, and then when I place the cinder block on top, it's like lifted on one side, slanted, and I have to re-level everything, so it's not as easy as I thought it would be, but we did some good progress today.
Yeah, we can be proud of us.
Woo! Maybe 4 months more and we can finish the second layer of cinder blocks. I feel bad going inside of a house.
Yeah, me too, but
I'm so dirty.
I can vacuum.
I think I'm just gonna set my camp here outside and just sleep outside while I build the greenhouse, so don't get the house dirty.
You just have to put a roof on top and then you can sleep in the
Maybe I can put a tent.
Yeah, maybe you can put, once you have a roof, and then you put a tent underneath and you can sleep there. No, come on in. Rodrigo did fall asleep on the couch yesterday, and I was just making coffee and I saw the cutest thing ever. This little guy is snoring in a very funny way. Welcome back to our chaos, aka upstairs.
Today we're putting the focus upstairs because we're kind of low on materials for continuing building our foundations for the greenhouse. We are kind of out of sand and gravel, so that's like the essential things that we need over there. But what we can do, is start applying the spray foam up here. And we just finished adding all the foam boards, but we still have to go in between all of these gaps and just fill it up with spray foam to create the perfect seal.
But since we are working with spray foam, safety first. Dankeschön. I'm afraid.
Our strategy is actually quite simple. First, going to be taking care of all the lower area over here, and I'm gonna go up in the ladder and take care of the higher part of the ceiling. The one day when we need the wind to dry our foam fast and it's not windy. Every single other day it's just super windy, and today it's
right
just
now it's wind still, basically.
it's just like so still.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Doing the foam on angled walls is definitely more challenging because it kind of falls down to the floor, and then we just get chunks everywhere and it kind of like leaks down. But we're gonna have to do multiple layers. We already did the first one and most of this area over here. It's quite difficult because reaching up there with the ladder, ay.
Tell me about the idea.
Sweetie, I am getting excited about this
Me too.
loft. Because we can put 2 mattresses side by
Next
side.
to each other.
And then the whole thing is just gonna be a giant bed.
It's gonna be a bed / day bed.
It's gonna be huge. Ow, I'm so excited!
And it's gonna be comfy.
Oh, I love it.
Me too.
I love it. Now that I'm up here all the way in the top, I am noticing a few things. One of them is that the boards that don't have the filler foam yet, they are kind of falling off. They are not staying into place. So when I put the foam in there in the back, it's just gonna push it out even more. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing is just start doing the framing all the way in the top first, just place the framing studs, and that's just gonna push all the foam board to the back. And then I can just go ahead and place the foam filler to keep them into place and create a perfect seal for the sound, the wind. I mean, wind is not bothering over here, but it's mostly the sound. Let's build a house, let's build it together. Oh. Oops.
What?
Not for here.
You can't reach it?
The wrong size.
Oh no. Oh my god, this is really terrifying. Woo! Rodrigo, this is really scary.
Whoa. Alrighty. This took forever, but we did the framing on that part over there. Is that fireworks? Oh my god. You guys hear that? What is going on? That's actually terrifying. Whoever is having that wild party, good for them. But over here, we finished the framing on one section. This one over here, it's definitely way harder to do it while standing on this ladder and holding myself for my life with one hand, and with the other one, just attempting to put those pieces on there. But that section is all done. All we're missing now is just the middle. This one over here, which is actually the most difficult part, because there is no place over here to put that ladder, so we will figure something out. I think I'm gonna end up just putting scaffolds, but I'll reach to where I can with a ladder, and then I will find another solution for that. But for today, for this one, this is all we got. Freddy already went to bed, Roger is also asleep, and I should also go to bed pretty soon. We love you guys, thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you in the next one.